The watches and the unfinished word. Before there were creeds, before councils, before the word was written down and bound, there was listening. Not passive listening, watchful listening. Scripture tells us again and again, those who have eyes to see, let them see. Not because everyone is blind, but because seeing requires waiting. From the beginning, the danger was never ignorance. It was certainty that arrived too early. When Adam reached for knowledge before he understood consequence. When Israel demanded a king before learning to trust. When the crowd cried crucify before silence could finish its work. The sin was not wanting answers. The sin was closing the question too soon. There have always been watchers among the people. Men and women who did not rush to judgment, who felt the weight of many hearts at once, who sensed where a decision was heading before it arrived, who knew when a word spoken too early could wound instead of heal. The prophets were not fortune tellers, they were pattern readers. They saw how fear hardens into law, how relief disguises itself as truth, how power prefers speed over wisdom. And because they slowed the moment, they were rejected. The watchers were called difficult, then disobedient, then dangerous. Jeremiah was thrown into a cistern for delaying certainty. Christ himself was condemned for refusing to answer on demand. When Pilate asked, "What is truth?" the answer stood silent, because truth was still unfolding. This is the part we forget. God does not rush. Creation itself was spoken in stages. The law unfolded through generations. Redemption came in the fullness of time. Why then do we expect wisdom to arrive instantly? Most of us live one perspective at a time. This is mercy. It allows survival. But some are given a heavier burden. They feel the fear of the accused and the authority of the judge at once. They sense the hunger of the crowd and the silence of God simultaneously. They cannot collapse the story without feeling what is lost. These are not holier people. They are not wiser by default. They are watchers by necessity. Their suffering is not pride. It is delay. They cannot move until the picture completes. The church has often misunderstood them. We called them anxious when they resisted closure, disordered when they questioned consensus, unstable when they refused relief. But Scripture calls this discernment. Paul writes, "Test everything, hold fast to what is good." Testing takes time. Holding fast requires restraint. Fast-track mineralysis, FTM, is not a replacement for faith. It is a discipline of discernment. It does what the watchers have always done internally. It slows certainty. It names pressures. It keeps multiple possibilities visible long enough for truth to ripen. It does not declare judgment. It delays it. It does not silence authority. It asks authority to listen longer. In an age where decisions are instant and consequences permanent, this is not rebellion. It is obedience. Because God is not found in haste, not in noise, not in the comfort of early answers. God is found in the pause, in the wilderness before the promise, in the silence before the word, in the space where mercy still has room to speak. If you have ever felt that a decision closed too fast, that a person was condemned before being understood, that the future narrowed before it needed to, you already know this work. FTM simply gives form to it, so the burden does not rest on one mind alone. We are not called to know everything. We are called to wait faithfully. And sometimes, the most faithful act is to keep the question open until God finishes speaking.